Welcome back to Going Off Grid My Way. I just wanted to do a quick update video for you guys. The whole back side of the house is tore off. I got all the nails and staples out, well, most of it except for at the very top. This door leads into a closet in that bedroom. It had two doors on it and it was the full width of the bedroom. So I have boarded up the opening on the other side and put a wall in the middle of the closet, put the door on the outside, because that'll eventually be the doorway for the closet and hallway. Probably won't be using that door though. Haven't finished this area yet because I still gotta get some wood. I was just trying to get rid of all the garbage before garbage day, which was this morning, and they took it all. What else? Got the whole yard cleaned up, cut, grass cut, got everything weed whacked. Trimmed a few of these trees here, a few of them in the front. Let's take you over to the garden. Somehow, every time I tell you guys I got an update, I can't remember half the things I wanted to tell you 5 minutes before I started the video. But, got a scavenger out here digging up my potatoes. Not a whole lot going on. Those potato plants that I planted out here are doing good. I got a couple flowers on the vine plants over here. Tomatoes are getting pretty tall. I got to get some more stakes. Radishes have all pretty much gone to seed, or started to. So those are pretty much just rabbit food. They never got full size. I don't know if it was just because I planted them so early. But I cleaned up all the weeds in here. What you see left is what I planted. And it ain't a whole lot really, considering how much I planted. All the beans and the peas, they are producing. Let's see. You can see them. I do get beans and peas on here. That corn I told you guys I replanted this whole area with corn. I don't know how well you can see it, but I planted it heavy, and I put 4 or 5 different kinds of seeds down, different varieties. And from the looks of it, I only got 2.5 rows of the 6 or so that I planted in this area. So it's just kind of like one of those last-ditch efforts. See which ones will grow and which ones won't. And that's pretty much what I'm going to be sticking with, is whatever I can end up to get growing. Of course, I'll thin all those out as they get bigger. Feed them to the rabbits. But let's see what else. Been pulling strawberries out of here. I've been picking some beans. Everything in here is just growing real good. All those spots you're seeing on these leaves, I had some, you can probably see it here, the blue stuff. I had some Miracle-Gro plant food, and unfortunately I can't find my sprayer, so I just took the granules and I kind of throw them in here. It looked like it didn't affect too much, just got it on a couple of the leaves here and there, and when I hosed it off I must have missed a little bit of it, but yep, still got tomatoes growing. I haven't had any flowers on those ones yet. But yeah, everything pretty much is growing in here real good, except for those cherry trees. Those still haven't done anything. But these couple beans that I got, I'm just letting them go to seed for next year because I know they'll grow good. But that's pretty much it for in here. Yesterday I didn't go to work at my other job because I just didn't feel good. I was beat. It's been a long week at work, and this coming week's going to be even longer. Still no progress on baby rabbits, but me and the neighbor went and picked up some logs. Now, mind you, this is only half of them. And on the way back, we had a little tire blowout, so that was fun. All the weight in here actually snapped the sideboards and pushed the wood wheel wells I had over the wheels into the tire, and as you can see, it just shredded these tires. This tire was already going bad. I think it had a broken belt in it, so I was waiting. I was planning on changing it out anyway, but I mean, you can see it just ate it all to hell. But this is 5 years seasoned iron oak, and it is heavy. And like I said, this is only half the pile that we brought back. So I got to get this unloaded. But like I said, there's probably a face cord, maybe 2 in here. I might get lucky and get 3. But yeah, that's what the wheel well looked like. And even this side got pushed out, but I was able to push it back in. I just picked up a steel door for free. This window and this window, the framing's not perfect on it, but for a garage it'll do just fine. And I picked up a few red sheets of plywood. I seen this. I'm assuming they were using it for some sort of bench inside this camp or trailer that I've been pulling all the scrap out of. People ended up leaving a big mess, and so I went over there and I picked up a bunch of stuff. I ended up filling the truck 3 times. But this is one of the things I got. It's got a steel frame and then plywood on it. I figure it'd be a good campfire bench. I just got to do a little work to it, fix it up. But needless to say, they left some metal behind, so I got that. And then I got a truckload of wood from the piles of debris. I dug through it all, and anything salvageable or I could use, I grabbed. This pile right here is all 1 by 1 up to 1 by 12 actually. These are all 2 by 4s. The only thing on these are pretty much nails. Other than that, they're clean. These are 2 by 3s. There's nothing attached to these, just nails. And then I've got this whole pile of 2 by 3s and 2 by 4s that I can clean up and use as needed. But a lot of my interior walls right now that I'm going to have to build knee walls on top of are 2 by 3s. So why would I spend $100 on 2 by 3s when I can get them for free? And there's probably a little over a dozen 2 by 4s. Not sure on the lengths. They vary. I think from like 6 to 8 feet. Got another door, sink. I got to tear that apart. But got the front all cleaned up. Most of it. I was fighting with this one piece of weed whacker string. It just kept coming out, and it just happened to be the last piece that I had. But yeah, I trimmed up the bushes a little bit. They were probably 3 feet higher. I got that one too. I also picked up another propane tank and an old Craftsman planer. So I was thinking about scrapping it, but I decided I might just see if I can put it to use. But I got this all trimmed up. I finally got in between those trees. I also trimmed those trees back here because the branches were just blocking my view. But let me take you inside and show you what else I got going on. Alright, it's kind of dark in here, but you can see the walls all tore out in the backside. I took the drywall I had there and I put it back here, filled this piece in because I decided we're going to leave this section here, and then when we get down here we're going to take that window out, put a door over in that corner, and then there's going to be a breakfast bar going in between to the dining room on the other side, and then the living room will be past that. I also picked up another compressor a couple days ago because the one I had was broke. I don't know if I showed you guys the brick that I was, or the river rock that I was putting around here. It's not very far, but that was probably about 2 hours worth of work right there. I ran out of cement. There's just a little bit left in the bag, so I gotta go get more. Um, but you can kind of get an idea what it's gonna look like. It's all real stone out of my yard that I've dug up. But let me take you in this other room here. I'll show you what I was doing in here. This is where the two closet doors were. I pulled that door out, framed that in, and then put some sheetrock over that. I ended up pulling up all the carpet and pad because it was stained up. It was what was here when I moved in. This whole area here had paneling on it like that. That's the only piece I didn't get covered. I pulled all the old paneling off though, and all the fiber board window frame crap, and I put all the drywall in around there. So needless to say, that's almost done. And then once these rafters are gone, that's 8 foot right there at that peak. So I have to bring this wall up another foot because these side walls are only 7 foot, and those are all going to be 2x6s. So on the outside walls at least, so you can see it right there. And then there's going to be a straight truss all the way across here, and then the wall, like I said, will go up to there. And then I got to fill all that in. So that's going to be interesting. Same thing on the interior walls, but the interior walls are all 2x3s. So when I seen all that free lumber, grabbed it and used it. It's not the best wood. Some of it is rotted, some of it's newer, and some of it's older. So I'm just gonna have to pick and choose through it and see what else I can use out of it and what's no good. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update and let you know what's going on. So that's going off grid my way. I'll talk to y'all later.